We used to be on the same side in broadcasting from the pit. Chris Taylor will be out. Brian Meyer quickly in on the left leg behind the knee. Trying to pull that leg through. Has the leg up in the air. Taylor, a senior, 0-7. Meyer trying to convert to a double. Settles for the single again. Has the left leg up in the air. Tries to trip with the right. Got him down to his knees. Still has the leg. Unable to get control as Taylor pressures on the head of Meyer. There, Meyer finishes the takedown. And the Stateliner Jr. is out in front 2-0. Hazard tilt. Rolls right on through and they're off the mat back to the center. Dave Post sheds the sport coat across the way in the first bout, just 39 seconds in. Taylor's a little taller than Meyer.
He had good weight distribution there, fighting off that takedown that Meyer did eventually get, but it took Meyer about 30 seconds into the bout to get that first takedown.
Meyer right hand tight waist, reaches in for the left wrist. Coach Post telling us before the match that he wants, if they're going to win 7, he's looking at 12 bonus points. Meyer gives up an escape. It's 2-1. Working takedowns again. Meyer has his second. He leads 4-1. He will cut him, push him out of bounds. Just to the left of our StatelinerSports.com microphones, and it's 4-2. So Meyer going to try to build toward a technical fall from his feet. Ankle pick. Meyer has the takedown. Leads it 6-2. Meyer executed a great ankle pick on Kevin Casey that was the margin of victory last week against Boundbrook. Meyer will give up in escape. It is 6-3, and they're off the mat with 34 seconds to wrestle in the first. Meyer dives in on that left leg and has a takedown, looking for a low leg cradle with 22 seconds to go, and the takedown is 8-3. Trying to get his head in the side with the cradle. 12 seconds to go. Meyer will try to turn him again. Gets a head in the side. 5 seconds to go. Trying to turn him to his right. Head in the side, and Meyer will run out of time. He's up 8-3. Meyer, a defending district and region champion, stands. Taylor trying to break down Meyer. Hooking the near leg. Pulling in the forearm. Stalemate's called by referee Russ Cerise. Just underway here at the Phillipsburg High School gym. Phillipsburg and Hunterdon Central. Meyer stands and he's out. On the escape, he leads 9-3. Work on wrist control. Meyer trying to snap down on the head. Dives in on the left leg behind the knee. Meyer going to circle behind that left leg to a double. Has the takedown. Meyer leads 11-3. So he has built to the major with 1:15 to wrestle in the second. Keeps his weight high in the back on Taylor. Right hand tight waist. Referee Cerise taking a look at the scoreboard over across the way at 55 seconds. Meyer wanted a hazard tilt again, couldn't turn him. Meyer riding out the right side now. 40 seconds to go in the second. No stalling warnings. There's the first one. First warning for stalling on Hunterdon Central's Chris Taylor. Meyer will cut him. On the escape, it is 11-4. Meyer trying to get in on the left leg. Off the edge of the mat, they go across the way at 23 seconds to go in the second. Neutral here at 11-4 Meyer. 20 seconds to wrestle in the second. In on the left leg. Meyer wraps around that leg. Taylor trying to hang on, pressure on the head. Meyer trying to spin around to Taylor's left. Under 10 seconds to go. Meyer hooks the leg, going to a double, reaches for the far ankle. Sitting position, 2 seconds. Got the takedown with a second to go. And Meyer goes up 13-4 after 2. It's going to give Meyer an extra point. Not sure that I would have done that. We'll see if it pans out for him. Meyer stands. Taylor gets the right leg in. Trying to work a power half. Meyer breaks that. Rides with the near leg, far arm, trying to work a tilt. Flattens Meyer out. Meyer trying to struggle to his knees. Meyer gets to his knees. Again, looks for that stalemate call by referee Russ Cerise at 1:25. Now, the last time this happened, on the whistle, Meyer was able to fire out and get away. He leads it 13-4. 1:25 to wrestle in the third. Looks for a cross-face cradle. Meyer stands. Trying to get Meyer back down to the mat. Trying to trip him down. Gets him to his knees. Picking up on Meyer's far ankle, trying to get him off his base. Taylor tries to hook the right leg. Under a minute to wrestle in the third. Meyer frees his left hand. Again, pulling on that inside arm. Looking for a tilt is Taylor. Wants to try and turn Meyer to his right. Again, breaks Meyer down. Stalemate's called at 36 seconds.
Meyer stands right now. He's got to catch that leg as Taylor throws it in.
Meyer tries to stand. Tears now at the hands. Broken back down by Taylor to his knees. Near leg, far arm. 20 seconds to go in the bout. Once that near leg and far arm tilt. Now going to get out to the left side, try and drive Meyer to his right. Under 10 seconds to go, trying to drive a half. Meyer picks that off. It stopped, potentially dangerous with 6 seconds to go. Taylor indicates optional start, pushes Meyer away. Meyer is going to get a reversal to make it 15-4, and that will be the final. A major decision for Phillipsburg's Brian Meyer, 15-4, and after one, Phillipsburg leads Hunterdon Central 4-0. Good job of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterdon, Warren, Sussex area. Follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. Casey Holtz, Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg at 152. Holtz is a senior, 11-3. Meyer is a junior, 13-5. Brian Meyer weighs 145.3. Casey Holtz at 150.8. Holtz was looking for a front head and arm. Meyer, head caught beneath the chest of Holtz. Now he pops that out. Looking for a barrel roll was Holtz. That's blocked off by Meyer. Meyer looking for a front head and arm. Now drops down to the right leg behind the knee. Holtz sits, underhooks the left shoulder of Meyer. Meyer picking up on the right leg with the right foot, trying to tilt Holtz back towards the mat and force him to belly down, and a stalemate called by referee Barry Jackson with 51 seconds to go in the first. Meyer taps at the mat with his left hand. Dives in on the left leg of Holtz. Holtz trying to reach through the crotch. Meyer out the back door with the leg. Still no advantage here, and they're off in front of the Cougars bench with 32 seconds to go in the first.
So Holtz comes in here with an 11-3 record, and he's the senior, and you wonder where he's been. Well, Kittatinny had Nick Klinger, they had Austin Scrivani, and Jake Van Wingerden in the 3 weight classes here last year from 132, 38, and 45, so he was behind some good competition.
Meyer tried to reach for the left leg, couldn't pull it in. Holtz tried to underhook the right shoulder of Meyer. We're down to 5 seconds to go here in the first. And it will end scoreless at 152. He is ranked second at 145 in the state, according to NJ.com. That is to sophomore Ricky Cabanillas of DePaul. An escape for Meyer. And he leads it 1-0. Meyer is ranked 4th in this weight class at 145 by the Express Times, LehighValleyLive.com. Brian with 20 wins as a freshman, 33-10 a year ago, and with 13-5 this season, he is 66-29 in his career. Dives in on the left leg. Has him in a sitting position and has the takedown on Holtz. 3-0 lead for Brian Meyer.
It's one thing you don't see from Brian Meyer is a scoreless first period. I was surprised. Brian Meyer usually very aggressive and very good on his feet.
Reaches inside for the left wrist. Right hand tight waist. Holtz trying to control the right wrist of Meyer. 40 seconds to wrestle here in the second with Meyer on top 3-0. Meyer trying to pick up on the left ankle and flatten him out.
Hey, come on. Let's get one here. Come on. Come on, face up.
Meyer keeping his weight up high in the back. Gets to his knees. Meyer wraps that right hand tight waist around. Holtz tried to roll. Meyer covered him on that. Now he has a 2-on-1 on the left wrist, trying to step across and turn him over. Right in front of our StatelinerSports.com microphones with 7 seconds to go. Meyer trying to maintain control here and will. After 2, it is 3-0 Meyer. Holtz a runner-up in the Kittatinny Holiday Tournament. Meyer will give up an escape to start the period. It's 3-1. Also a runner-up in the Caldwell Tournament. He is 40-20 in his career. Jim mentioned who he was behind last year. As Meyer tries to snap down. Meyer looking for a low leg cradle. He's got a takedown. Meyer leads it 5-1. Second takedown. Holtz was in the lineup as a freshman. He was 18-14, 10-3 as a sophomore, but could only get one varsity bout a year ago. He is 40-20 in his career. Meyer will cut Holtz. Holtz rolls. Meyer stays right with him. Meyer was going to cut him, but Holtz decided to roll instead of really trying to come out and face him. Meyer controlling the left wrist. There is the escape. It's 5-2. Meyer dives in a double. Stalling call on Holtz. Meyer has the takedown. 7-2. Stalling warning with 35 seconds to go. 7-2 advantage for Brian Meyer. Trying to drive a half Nelson from the right side. Gives up on that, takes the right wrist. Kind of pushing Holtz across this gray and garnet trim on the outside. Stateliner mat. 12.3 seconds to go. Meyer, right hand tight waist, left elbow. Meyer with pressure on the head. Flattens out Holtz, looking for a hazard tilt. 1 count, that's all. No back points. So Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg will win a 7-2 decision over Casey Holtz at 152. We're through 5. Phillipsburg 18 and Kittatinny
with a major
3.
and a decision. Warren Hills with 2 decisions. And now we're going to 152 where we're going to see Phillipsburg's junior Brian Meyer. And for Warren Hills, Meyer is a junior 17-6, and for Warren Hills it's Rashawn Taylor, a senior 10-9.
Warren Hills has not beaten Phillipsburg since the 1989-90 season when they beat the Stateliners twice. And they really needed that last bout. Brian Meyer has a takedown and leads 2-0. Warren Hills winning the sectional crown on their way to a state championship that year, 34-30. Phillipsburg has won 30 straight. Meyer gives up an escape, and it's 2-1. Meyer dives in on the left leg. Ankle pick by Meyer. He's got his second takedown. He leads 4-1. Brian Meyer very comfortable on his feet.
And Brian Meyer pinned Rashawn Taylor in 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Meyer will give him an escape, 4-2. Stateliners in their gray singlets tonight. Warren Hills in blue. Ankle pick by Meyer to a double and a takedown. Leads 6-2. Off the mat to our left at an even minute to wrestle in the first. Dave Post says cut him. On the escape, it's 6-3. Meyer trying to tap at the head of Taylor. Taylor ties up Meyer's right wrist. Meyer diving in. Taylor sprawls. Meyer has the left leg. Lost it. Looking for a bear hug. Stalling warning on Wade Taylor as they go off in front of the Stateliner bench at 38 seconds. Ankle pick and a beauty by Brian Meyer to go up 8-3. Looking over at Dave Post and Scott Silvas, who indicates keep him down with 20 seconds to go in the first. Meyer with his weight on the back of Wade Taylor with under 10 seconds to go here in the first. And Meyer will ride him out with an 8-3 lead after 1. Taylor will take underneath, and Meyer will cut him. On the escape, it's 8-4. Brian Meyer is a defending District 1 and Region 1 champion. He is ranked 4th at 145. He's got another takedown. Meyer leads it 10-4. Meyer ranked 4th at 145 in the state, according to NJ.com. Meyer has the left arm barred. Reaches inside for the right wrist. Up on his toes to drive the bar. Now he lost the bar. Takes the left wrist, looking for a 2-on-1 on the left wrist. Gives up on that. Just under a minute 10 to go here in the second. Meyer with a 10-4 advantage. Stalling warning. Stalling call. Gives Meyer a point. It's 11-4. Trying to bar the left arm again. Has the arm barred.
Now he's got a double.
And turns him over. And the fall. Double arm bar in 3:16 for Brian Meyer. We are through 5. It is Phillipsburg 13 And Warren Hills to get bonus points. He would put the match away for the Stateliners. Meyer's out. He is a junior, 18-6. Nick Zara's a sophomore, 9-6. Pretty unfortunate set of circumstances for the Hornets as they had to injury default at 145, and that's 6 huge team points at this point. Meyer's in on a double. Stop stalemate called by referee Anthony Zullo.
And he was decisioned by Chris Ruiz, 9-2.
Meyer tapping at the head of Zara. He dives in. Meyer sprawls. Meyer looking for a front hand and arm, spins back around to Zara's left, and Meyer has a takedown to lead 2-0. Meyer will cut him. It's 2-1. Working takedowns again. Meyer's in on the left leg behind the knee. Trying to take, he's got the takedown. Meyer with a takedown, his second. He leads 4-1. Meyer has the leg trapped. Left leg trapped. Pulling across the body. Reaches inside for the left wrist. Wants to try and cup him under the chin and turn him to his left. Off the mat right in front of our StatelinerSports.com microphones with 39 seconds to go in the first. 30-27, 13th of 14. Meyer gives Zara an escape. It is 4-2 Meyer. Tapping at each other's forehead with under 30 seconds to go. Meyer missed on an ankle pick. Meyer tried to catch. Zara set up a throw here, controlling the right wrist. They're off in front of the Hanover Park bench at 19 seconds.
Be nice to see Brian Meyer get a takedown in this final 18.8 now. He's up 4-2, looking to go up 6-2 as he shoots in on a single.
And he's got the takedown. Meyer goes up 6-2. As I'm looking too, Jim, Meyer trying to work a tilt. Trying to work a hazard tilt. Runs out of time in the first. Meyer ahead 6-2. But just a regular decision by Meyer would give Phillipsburg a 6-point advantage and the Stateliners' 8th win, which would be the first criteria. So like I said before that he needed bonus points. They don't.
Yeah, Mike, I was looking at the same thing as you because I'm looking at the 4 falls by Hanover Park, but I didn't realize that Phillipsburg had 7 decisions already.
Neutral to start the second here with Meyer ahead 6-2. Meyer dives in on the left leg. Trying to pick that up. They go off the mat. Fourth in this weight class, 145 by NJ.com. Coming off 4th place finishes in the Hurricane and a second at the 100 in Sussex Warren to Nick Palumbo of Lenape Valley. They were in the same class a year ago. Meyer in on the left leg. Trying to pull that leg through. Zara trying to hang on through the crotch. Meyer now picks up both legs. That is stopped, potentially dangerous. 6. Zara has a pair of escapes for 2. Meyer tried to work an ankle pick. Meyer ties up the wrists. Dives in, stalling warning on Zara. Meyer in on a double, has the takedown. Meyer leads 8-2. Zara tries to sit out. Meyer maintains control. Meyer with a right hand tight waist, reaches inside for the left wrist. Weight up high on Zara, trying to pick him up through the crotch. Tried to stack him up. Final 5 seconds here in the second. Meyer controlling. And he'll ride out ahead 8-2. Meyer indicates optional start. We'll give him an escape. It is 8-3. On deck is Matt Liberato of Hanover Park and Shamir Broaders of Phillipsburg. Meyer in on a double, and able to horse his way out of that was Nick Zara. Mara diving in again on that left leg. Zara, now Meyer trying to pull that left leg through. Still no advantage. Zara trying to reach through the crotch. Meyer trying to circle him back in at the edge. Still no advantage. Minute 10 to go in the bout. And there's the takedown for Brian Meyer. His fifth. He leads it 10-3. He will cut him. 10-4. Off the mat at 55 seconds.
And you've got to think that right now Nick Zara is just thinking about what throw he wants to try.
Tie up each other's wrists. They break apart. Meyer dives in on the left leg. Hand and a wrist. Trying to pick up the left leg. Trying to pop his head off the mat at 29 and a half seconds. Meyer pushes on the head. Zara with half a shot. Meyer spins around behind, and Meyer has a takedown. Meyer goes up 12-4. If he can ride him out, that would do it on the scoreboard as well. Zara tries to sit out, turn in. Meyer breaks him back down. Under 10 seconds to go. This is going to clinch it on the scoreboard for the Stateliners. A 12-4 major decision for Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg. We go to the final bout of the night. It's Phillipsburg 34 at Hanover Park 27. Matt Liberato, 152.
That looks like Joyce.
Yep. Darius Joyce and Brian Meyer. Joyce weighs 148.9, and Brian Meyer weighs 146 even. Joyce trying to horse Meyer down, reaches for the left leg, can't get it. Meyer's head caught beneath the chest. Meyer trying to step across Joyce, who had a whizzer. No advantage here through the first 25 seconds. I think both of these guys very comfortable on their feet. They tap at each other's head. Under minute 20 here in the first. Meyer dives in at the edge, and they're off in front of our StatelinerSports.com microphones with a minute 13 to go here in the first.
A year ago, Brian Meyer was defeated by Evan Fidelibus 9-6, and last year, Darius Joyce defeated Chris Ruiz 5-3. Easton went on to win 32-18. We are 19-11 in favor of Phillipsburg halfway through.
Meyer had the left leg but couldn't get control of it. .50 seconds to go, scoreless first. It's scoreless, but it's been entertaining here at 152. Meyer the closest to a takedown so far. Final 30 seconds of the first. Myers tries to snap down ahead, dives in on the leg. There's a stalling warning against Joyce. He was looking for a Russian tie. Meyer in on the left leg behind the knee to a double. And Meyer has a takedown with 5 seconds to go. And Meyer will lead 2-0 after one. He is so quick on his feet. And especially like right after missing a shot or right after his opponent fails to complete a shot is when he appears to be his quickest.
Correct. And Coach Post just looked at him and just said, you know what, you got him for a stalling, you got the takedown, keep pushing the action.
Brian Meyer taking underneath to start the second. Joyce left hand tight waist. Reaching across, chopping at the, trying to take the right hand, pull that off the mat. Trying to work a lever. Controlling the right wrist. Head in the right armpit of Brian Meyer. Meyer stands, trying to pull those hands apart. Joyce trying to trip him, and Meyer has the escape. He leads 3-0. I don't know about you, Jim, but I would think with putting Joyce out here, Easton has to have this. I don't think they win many in a competitive dual meet when Joyce is not a winner.
No, I agree, and they also have to know that Phillipsburg has Drew Horn and Robert Maliz up top, two of their big guns.
Meyer taps at the head of Joyce. Joyce a hand behind Meyer's head. Kind of pushing on each other with a minute to wrestle in the second. Meyer on top 3-0. Late first period takedown, second period escape. I think Meyer Joyce a little frustrated as he taps at the face of Meyer. Under 45 to wrestle in the second. Whizzer and they're at the edge, no advantage. Easton assistant. They circle. Under 30 to wrestle. Tell you, they're doing some battling at each other's heads with their arms. It's, in my opinion, coming close to swinging. 10 seconds to go in the second. After 2, Meyer leads 3-0. Brian Meyer, defending district and region champ. Ranked 4th in this weight class according to the Express Times and LehiValleyLive.com. He's 4th in New Jersey at 145. 4th in the Hurricane and a 100 and Sussex Warrant runner-up. Controlling Joyce right now. Gets him down to his knees. Darius Joyce, a District 11 runner-up a year ago and 5th in the region. 4th this year in the Cumberland Valley. 4th in the Hurricane in this weight class. Meyer going up to face him. Joyce ranked 5th in this weight class by the Express Times. He is 4th in the morning call. Meyer maintaining control. They're off the mat at a minute 18 to wrestle. Brian is not much of a pinner, but he is a very good rider and he's very good on his feet. Joyce tries to stand. Meyer stands behind him. Joyce tearing at those hands. Meyer drops down to the leg, maintains control. Right in front of our StatelinerSports.com microphones. They're off the mat at a minute 4.
Well, Joyce stood there and he tried to switch. Then next thing you know, he threw like a little elbow towards Meyer. I mean, these two have been aggressive the whole time, and we're 4 minutes and 56 seconds into this bout. So, minute 4 to go. Myers leads 3-0.
Joyce tries to sit out. Meyer picking up on the left leg. Breaks Joyce down. Joyce stands. Meyer brings him down to his knees. Frank Leitner looking in. Meyer controlling the left wrist, loses it. Joyce trying to stand. Meyer gets him to his knees. Joyce tries to stand again. Meyer is maintaining control. Controls the left wrist. Flattens out Joyce. 30 seconds to go. Meyer in control here in the third. Bars the left arm, reaching inside for the right wrist. Meyer trying to drive the bar from the left side. Again, trying to take the hand and the wrist. Meyer got him over, but off the mat with 12 seconds to go. Meyer runs back, as does Joyce, with 12 seconds to go. Joyce is ready. Meyer brings Joyce down to his knees. Joyce with a roll. Meyer stays with him. 5 seconds to go. Brian Meyer will go up to 152 and blank Easton's Darius Joyce 3-0. We are through 8. It's Phillipsburg 22 and Easton 11. And that is the state Woodbridge has presented. It's going to be Brian Meyer for Phillipsburg. Meyer's a junior, 23-7. See, Harry Brand, a senior, 7-7 for the Barons. Meyer is going to be a heavy favorite here. Quickly in on the left leg. Tries to trip in a high crotch. Picks that left leg up behind the knee. Goes to a double. Brand fights that off. Meyer with a hand and wrist behind the right knee. Meyer still has that leg. Brand looking for a spladle. And they come up, no advantage. 30 seconds in. Meyer adjusts his headgear. Meyer taps at the head of Brand. Dives in on the left leg to a double. Meyer's got a takedown and has Brand on his back. Brand's going to be able to belly down, but that is a 4-point play for Brian Meyer. And the State Liner Junior is out in front 4-0. Brand sits. Meyer barring the left arm. Reaching for the right wrist. Trying to drive the bar. Has Brand on his knees. Now he flattens him out and reaches for that right wrist. Brand now takes the right wrist, steps across with the bar, has Brand on his back. Brand trying to bridge as referee Zach Papa looks in. 30 seconds to wrestle. Meyer trying to get more, I believe, on the left shoulder. Now he switches to get more weight on the right shoulder. Brand trying to bridge. Meyer picks up on his head. Brand to his knees. That'll be 3 back points for Meyer. He leads 7-0. Brian Meyer, 76-31 in his career. Brand picks up on the left ankle. Meyer pushes him. Brand maintains control. Meyer stands. Brand's trying to get the legs in. Flattens out Meyer. Trying to work a power half and turn Meyer to his right. Meyer up to his toes, trying to shake Brand up the top. Takes the right wrist, trying to come out that back door. Trying to kick that leg free. Again, Brand's up pretty high. Now Meyer's around the head, trying to pull him over. Brand still in control. Meyer again up on his feet, trying to take him over top. Now Meyer's in on a double. Meyer is near a reversal, gets the reversal, and Meyer leads 9-0. Bars the left arm. 25 seconds to go. Okay, Brand's put up a pretty good fight against that bar. Meyer has the wrist again. Up on his toes, circling in the bar. Brand again fights it off.
Yeah, Brand's doing a great job with his hips, keeping him away from Myers, not being able to be turned here, and we're down to the final 3.
It'll be 9-0 Meyer after 2. Meyer pushes at the head. Meyer dives in on the left leg and has a wrist. has a takedown. Meyer leads 11-0, and he's got some back points coming. Cups him under the chin. There's a 1 count, 2 count. So it'll be 13-0. Brand bellies down, back points 13-0 Meyer. Wants to try and turn him one more time here to get a technical fall. Reaches for the right wrist, has the left arm barred. Up on his toes, trying to drive the bar. Meyer puts his weight on top of him, got the bar and a half. Trying to turn him to his right. Back points, 2 count. So if he doesn't stick him, this will be a technical fall. Referee Papa's looking in. Body press on the right shoulder. Brand trying to bridge out of it. Meyer picking up on the head. More weight on the right shoulder. 40 seconds to go in the bout. Meyer going to try and step across. Brand trying to belly down. He does, and it'll be a technical fall. 16-0 for Brian Meyer in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Stateliners in their garnet singlets, white and gray trim. Meyer quickly in on the left leg at the knee. Meyer has a takedown, and he's got some back points coming on Wexler. Referee Roberts indicates a couple of back points, and Brian Meyer leads quickly 4-0. Meyer out the left side, trying to hammerlock that left wrist. And Neer trying to take Wexler over to his back, right in front of the Kingsway bench across the way. Meyer trying to bar the left arm. Has the arm barred. Off the mat they go across the way with Meyer on top on that 4-point play, 4-0. Meyer indicates optional start. He will give Wexler an escape, and it's 4-1. Meyer reaches for that left leg, can't pull it in. Now head caught beneath the chest of Wexler. Meyer ducks under to a double, drags his toes at the edge, and has another takedown. Meyer leads 6-1. Brian Meyer, defending District 1 and Region 1 champion. He was 33-10 a year ago. Right-hand tight waist, picks up on the left ankle on the whistle. It's to bar that left arm again. Just under a minute to wrestle here in the first, the opening bout of the afternoon at 160. Myers with a right-hand thigh pry. And has the left arm barred. Wexler stands, and Meyer will take him off in front of the Phillipsburg bench with 40 seconds to wrestle in the first.
One thing about having 4 mats going right here is Kingsway is only about 4 feet off the mat. So if the wrestlers go off on that side of the mat, assistant referee, well, would be Ron Roberts in this match, would have to be right there to catch them, or else the wrestlers are going to have to catch their own.
Meyer cuts him at 6-2. Meyer dives in on that left leg and went for a cradle. Couldn't finish that. Meyer trying to pop his head out of there, and does. In on a left leg, right leg, and they're off the mat. 25 seconds to go. Meyer looks over to Phillipsburg coach Dave Post. Nods his head in agreement at something. In on the left leg. Meyer trying to drive through, picks up that leg, and has a takedown. Meyer leads it 8-2. Meyer has a leg in. Too far out in front the right side, trying to cross face with 4 seconds to go. And Meyer's going to ride out this first period. The Stateliner juniors ahead 8-2. Wexler 4th in the district a year ago when he was 19-7. Had a tilt. Able to roll on through, no advantage. Now there's an escape for Wexler, and it's 8-3. Meyer has 3 takedowns and a pair of back points for his 8. Tries to duck under to the right leg, can't get it. Working for hand control. Under a minute and a half to wrestle in the second. Meyer diving in on a double. Goes to a cradle. Meyer has him on his back and got a 2 count. He's going to get a couple of back points. That is a 4-point play for Brian Meyer. They're off the mat, and Meyer's on top 12-3. Coach Dave Post telling us about the match, before the match, on the decision to move up Meyer right away. He said, he likes to get his better wrestlers out there as early as possible. Doesn't want to save them. He said, where it's possible that it's even too late. Meyer with a right hand thigh pry. Trying to bar the left arm. Have a pair of falls on the other mat across the way. That's 12-0.
Yeah, South Plainfield.
Meyer riding here with under 40 seconds to go. Has that left arm barred. Wexler sits. Tears at the hands of Meyer. Gets in on a double. Wants to pick him up. Meyer going to try and lift him again. Now drops down on the right leg. Maintains control. At the edge of the mat in front of the Kingsway bench. Meyer wants a cross body. Near arm, far leg. Puts his weight on the back of Wexler with 5 seconds to go. And Meyer will ride out the second. He's ahead 12-3 after 2. Just underway here at Pine Belt Arena in Toms River. The Group 4 semifinals. Meyer stands. Wexler tried to pick him up. Tries to pick him up again. It's Meyer to his knees. Tries to run a half in the right side. Meyer stands. Trying to pull those hands apart. Stalling is called on top on Wexler, and then Meyer is out for the escape to make it 13-3. And they're off in front of the Phillipsburg bench. Meyer with a 10-point advantage with 1:33 to wrestle. They tie up, break apart. Wexler pushing in on Meyer, dives in at the left leg. And Wexler won in a front head and arm. Meyer out of that to a double. Wexler sprawls. Meyer trying to pick up through the crotch, and he will run out of room at the Stateliner bench with 1:08 to wrestle. Meyer taps at the head of Wexler. Just under a minute to wrestle. There's a stalling call. Meyer goes up 14-3. Meyer looking for a bear hug. Off they go. Meyer taps at the head of Wexler. Wexler with half a shot. Meyer trying to spin around to Wexler's right. Wexler trying to block him off with his right arm. Wexler reaching for Meyer's right leg. Can't pull it in. Meyer wants that bear hug again, and they're off the mat neutral at 30 seconds.
Meyer's going to be looking for a 4-point play here in the final 30.
Taps at the head. Dives in on the left leg. Trying to pull that leg in at the edge. Meyer dumps him down, gets the takedown. He's up 16-3. See if he can turn him with 15 seconds to go. Has the leg split. Now he's got too far out in front of Wexler. 5 seconds to go. Brian Meyer is going to get the Stateliners off with a major decision. It'll be a 16-3 final. And we are through 1. It is Phillipsburg 4 and Kingsway 0.
And down.
And this should be Gage Armijo for Mendham, a freshman, 18 and 14. Meyer spinning around to his left. Now he's in on Armijo's right leg behind the knee, goes to a double. Meyer has a takedown, leads 2-0. Meyer controlling, as the leg split, controls the right wrist. Lets the legs go. Now he has the right arm barred. Sits down on top of the bar, loses the bar. Reaches inside for the right wrist. Off the mat they go in front of the scorer's table.
Boy, when Zins had 18 seconds to go on that restart, I thought, okay, we're going to go to the second period. But, boy, he sunk that half and got out to the side and drove it over. Power half to a full half Nelson, and he just put his body weight, lifted up on the head, and got the fall in a minute 57, and it clinches it for the State Liners.
Meyer gives up an escape, then spins around behind to the left and has his second takedown. Brian Meyer leads 4-1. Meyer controlling the right wrist. Takes the left wrist. Armijo stands. Meyer gives up the escape. It's 4-2 and they're off the mat. Wrestlers circle each other to the right. Meyer in on a double. Picks up the right leg behind the knee. Goes to a cradle. Can't get control of him at the edge, and they're off at 18 seconds. Meyer still on top, 4-2. Meyer controlling the left, drives in on the left knee. Left leg, picks that leg up. 8 seconds to go. Off they go. Meyer's knees hit out while he's trying to drag the toes. They're off the mat neutral with 2 seconds to go in the first. Ankle pick by Meyer, can't finish as the period comes to an end. 4-2, Brian Meyer, Phillipsburg after 1. Armijo will defer. Meyer chooses neutral. Armijo dives in. Pressure on the head by Meyer. Armijo with trying to pick up Meyer's left leg. Meyer's able to free the leg. Dives in, and Armijo's right leg, and they're off the mat in front of the Mendham bench. Minute 36 to go in the second. .30 seconds gone in the second. Meyer dives in on the left leg. Hand and a wrist behind that left knee. Trying to pull that leg through. Meyer has a takedown. Stateliner Jr. on top, 6-2.
18 takedowns to 6.
Reaches inside for the right knee, for the the right wrist. Wraps the tight waist around the left side of Armijo. Driving a half Nelson from the right side with the left wrist, and he lost the half. He had Armijo off balance with that half momentarily. Right in front of our StatelinerSports.com microphones here with 40 seconds to go. Stalling warning on Gage Armijo. Meyer has the left wrist pulled across. Reaches inside for the right, drives the half from the right. Has the left arm barred. Trying to step across with the bar. And then tried to cup him under the chin. Still has the arm barred. Off they go at 2 seconds to go in the second. Brian Meyer on top, 6-2. Get set, hands and knees. Meyer wraps the tight waist around the left side. Rides out ahead 6-2 after 2.
Armijo is going to go offense to start the third period.
Meyer looking to pick up Phillipsburg's 8th win. Meyer stands. Neo maintaining control. Armijo trying to bar the left arm of Meyer. Reaches inside for Meyer's right wrist with that left bar. Meyer looking away to avoid being turned. Underhooks the right, now running a half from the right. Left arm barred, half from the right. Meyer has avoided being turned and he'll get a fresh start with 1:18 to go here in the bout.
Armijo had a strong right there bar on Meyer, and then he reached for the far half, wasn't able to turn Meyer. Meyer with, like you said, a fresh start now with a 6-2 lead, 1:15 as he stands on the whistle.
Armijo drops down to Meyer's left leg. Armijo weighs 153.4, Meyer 149.5. Meyer gets the escape, and he leads 7-2. He's had the advantage under feet. 1 minute to go in the bout. Meyer's in on a double. Picks up Armijo, gets the takedown, and leads 9-2. Stateliners have it won. It's 31-18. We're at 152, or the 13th of 14. Meyer has the right leg hooked. 30 seconds to go here. This is the only action in the place. DePaul won the parochial B a while ago. They have already cleaned up that mat, picked up that mat.
Meyer's going to give him a neutral to try to work for the major.
It's 9-3. Meyer diving right in on a double, hooks the leg. Goes cross-faced on Armijo, trying to get, and there's the takedown for Meyer. He's up 11-3 with 13 seconds to go. Meyer trying to turn him to his left. Cups him under the chin, takes him over 2 count, 3, 4, 2 back points. Meyer wins a 13-3 major decision at 152. So we go to the final bout of the night. It is Phillipsburg 35. And
looks like Myers is set to go.
All right, Brian Meyer ready here on mat 1. Going to wipe up a little blood from the mat. All right, Brian Meyer set. Right hand tight waist, left elbow. Wrestling Darren Stitzer of Lyndhurst. Stitzer, one of 10 4 seeds to make it here. It's a hazard tilt by Meyer. And they went off the wrestling surface, so he couldn't get any back points or back to the center. 12 of the 3 seeds made it. 10 4s, 4 5th seeds. We had 2 6ths and a 7th. Ones are wrestling 4s 10 times in this round. A bar arm by Meyer. Stitzer rolled on through the first time. 1 wrestling a 5 4 times in this round. 2 versus 3 12 times. 2 versus 6 once. And a 1 bout between a 6 and a 7. Meyer with the left arm barred and a half from the right. Gives up on the half. Still has the bar, and he takes him over with the bar. Rick Solofsky looking in, and the fall. That comes in 1:23 for Brian Meyer. 18. And they did not meet last week either. Meyer wrestled up. Meyer's a defending district champ. He has a takedown. Leads 2-0. Trying to turn McClellan towards his back. Reaching across and throws him to his back. Referee Rick Solofsky counted out the back points. Meyer still trying to use his legs to turn him. Get more weight on that right shoulder. Snapping him back under the chin and a body press. Now he's got a cradle. Trying to bring him back to his left. He was able to break out of the cradle. There's the 3 back points awarded. And Meyer's up 5-0.
Yeah, a week ago at the Group 4 finals, Jason Zinsmeister wrestled Connor McClellan and pinned him in a minute 57. Brian Myers was up to 152, where he weighed in that day, and he defeated Gabe Armijo 13-3. We'll see Armijo next at the 152-pound district final.
Meyer riding out the left side. Brian with 82 career wins in this his junior season. Takes the left wrist. Trying to pick him up and turn him to his back. Under 20 seconds to go. Got a hazard tilt. Couple of back points coming for Meyer. Has the left arm barred. Running the bar. Has him over. Looking at his Solovsky, and he'll run out of time. That's 2 back. And Meyer leads 9-0 after 1.
Meyer, a takedown, 3 back points, then 2 back points, and then 2 more at the end for his 9 in the first period.
McClellan looking over to head coach Steve Baig. He's going to take top.
I'm going to say right now, I'll be surprised. And I know Coach Dave Post's great year, but I'm going to be surprised if anybody but Steve Baig gets Coach of the Year for the district here.
Meyer, the legs were in by McClellan. Meyer coming out the back door, around the head, and a fall. That's a defensive fall for Brian Meyer because he was not awarded control. It comes in 2:15 at 1:45. Brian Meyer has himself a district championship. Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg. Junior, 31-7, Aaron Dunn of Nutley. Dunn's a senior, 28-4 in the Nutley white. The green anklet. Meyer in the red ankle band in the state liner garnet. Referee for this bout is Guy Saraki. Brian Meyer very good on his feet. Tapping at the head of Dunn. Dunn, the District 10 champion. Meyer looking for an ankle pick on the left side, right in front of our StatelinerSports.com microphones, and they go off the mat neutral. Work on each other for wrist control. Meyer keeps tapping at the head, dives in to a double, and Meyer has a takedown. Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg on top, 2-0. Trying to set up a hazard tilt. He has the left wrist pulled across the body. Trying to turn Dunn to his, pick him up and turn him to his right. Now he gets out the left side. Strong right hand, tight waist. Dunn not coming close to getting out so far. Now to his knees. Meyer with a right hand thigh pry. At the edge of the mat, uses the legs. Able to break down Dunn with 33 seconds to go here. And he'll take him off the mat. 31 seconds to go.
Should Meyer win this match, he would face Garrett Beam, the top seed of Queen of Peace. Beam, a 3-1 winner over Mike Magia of North Bergen. 3-1 Beam.
Beam ranked number 8 in the state in this weight class, according to NJ.com. And Brian Meyer earlier was as high as number 2 and fell out of the rankings. He has hammer-locked the left wrist and trying to turn Dunn to his right. Under 15 seconds to go. Right hand thigh pry. Flattens out Dunn. Reaching inside the crotch, trying to tilt Dunn out to his left. And the first period ends with Meyer on top, 2-0 after 1. He controls it. See if he defers. Dave Post says defer. He does. And Dunn is going to take neutral to start the second. Brian Meyer trying to join Phillipsburg's Cullen Day in the finals. Day a winner by fall in 3:31 at 106. Meyer shoots in at the left leg, can't pull it in. Meyer underhooking Dunn's left shoulder. They're off the mat neutral at 1:41.
And Alex Carita of Hackett's Town is going to advance to the finals at 138 pounds. Carita, an 8-3 winner over Travis Tavoso of Del Barton.
Meyer just countered the Dunn shot for a takedown of his own. He leads 4-0. Not a good shot by Dunn, and Meyer quickly sidestepped it, got one of his own. Controlling that left arm. Meyer staying tight to Dunn. Stalling warning on Aaron Dunn of Nutley. First warning in the bout. Meyer trying to tilt Dunn to his left. Did not break the plane with that. Trying to bar the left arm. Can't do it. Dunn to his knees. Meyer reaches inside, takes the left wrist. Weight high on the back of Dunn. Just to our left of our StatelinerSports.com table. Now tries to work a tilt. Got a 1 count and now an escape for Dunn. 4-1, and they're off the mat at 41 seconds. Meyer lost control of him, trying hard to turn Dunn. Meyer tapping at the head of Dunn. Was that a Carita win?
Carita won. Yes, 8-3, Mike.
Meyer's in on the right leg. And has a takedown. Trying to tilt Dunn towards his back. Dunn's able to belly down. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't see any count, but he got 3 back points. That's a 5-point play for Brian Meyer, and he leads 9-1 with under 10 seconds to go in the second. Meyer trying to set up a battle with the top seed. He runs out of time here in the second, ahead 9-1. Meyer's choice. He's going to take neutral. What was that Carita score, Jim?
8-3.
District 9 advancing Cullen Day. Carita. That's all so far. And Meyer in on the double. Meyer's got a takedown. Meyer goes up 11-1. Meyer riding out the right side. Under a minute and a half to wrestle in this one. Meyer in command. The Stateliner Junior at 11-1. Brian with a career mark of 84-31, 33-10 a year ago, 20-14 as a freshman. Riding out the left side. Now the right as Dunn tries to stand. He stands. Meyer looking for that standing hazard tilt. Was not able to get a 2 count. Under 40 seconds to go in this one. Meyer controlling the left wrist inside and a right hand tight waist. Wants to try and turn Dunn to his left. has a leg hooked. Final 10 seconds. So Brian Meyer punching his ticket to Atlantic City. Stateliner Junior, a regional champ last year. He'll be in the regional final. An 11-1 major decision over Aaron Dunn of Nutley. So Brian trying to join teammate Robert Maliz at the top of the platform. Phillipsburg advancing 5 to the states next week. That's Day, Jones, Harrison, Meyer, and Maliz.
Yeah, Brian Meyer looking to repeat as a regional champion. He was a 7-3 winner over Nick Fano last year. Fano was from Montville. Nick Palumbo finished third at Region 1.
Beam will be in the Queen of Peace white. He's going to wear the the green ankle band. Meyer in a Stateliner garnet wearing the red ankle band. Beam with a big pad on the right knee. Meyer getting in on a double. Beam staying locked around the midsection of Meyer. Meyer tries to pick up on that left leg. Stalemate's called by referee Rich Gercio. Meyer tries to sweep a leg, can't get it. Beam taps at the mat. 30 seconds gone here in the first, no advantage. Meyer's headgear comes off, and that'll stop it.
Brian Meyer was an 11-1 winner over Aaron Dunn of Nutley in the semifinals. In the quarters, Brian was a winner by fall in 2 minutes and 12 seconds over Justin LeMay of West Morris Central.
Both wrestlers adjust the headgear. Beam tries to snap down on Meyer. Meyer trying to get in on the right leg. Picks that leg up. And has a takedown. Meyer on top 2-0. Meyer with his weight on the back of Beam with just under a minute to wrestle in the first. Brian finishing 4th in the Hurricane. 2nd in the Hunter and Sussex Warren, as Jim mentioned, to Palumbo. Was ranked 3rd in this weight class by the Express Times, LehighValleyLive.com. He has 85 career wins. He's 85-31. 20 wins as a freshman, 33 last year. Beam trying to stand. Meyer trying to trip him back down. Chops at that left elbow. Beam stands. Meyer drops down to the left leg. Has to come up the body and does at the edge of the mat. Right in front of our StatelinerSports.com cameras. Under 10 seconds to go. Beam standing. Meyer will take him off at 5.1 seconds. Really an important time for Brian to ride him out here and save that point.
Yeah, we always talk about that fresh start, especially with under 10 seconds. You don't ever want to give your opponent a point.
Meyer takes the left ankle on the whistle, and he will ride out. Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg, a 2-0 lead after 1. Flip of the disc goes to Meyer. Meyer defers. Beam will take underneath to start the second. Garrett Beam, a district champ a year ago, 3rd in the region. 2nd in the Robin Leff tournament. And as Jim mentioned, he's ranked 8th in this weight class in the state. He's set hands and knees. Meyer, right hand tight waist. Thought there could have been a caution that time on to come off the mat and almost into our StatelinerSports.com table. That was very quick by Beam on the whistle. And Brian Meyer has a little blood, and we'll get some blood time.
Stopped. Minute 53 to go. Second period. Myers leads 2-0.
Meyer trying to tilt Beam on the whistle. He was ready for that first move this time. Beam stands. Meyer picks up. He lost the right leg. They're off the mat, and it'll be an escape for Beam. It's 2-1 here in the second. Working takedowns. Meyer patiently got one in the first. Good Stateliner rooting section back over our left shoulder here at the Tarnoff Gym in West Orange. 35 seconds gone in the second. Meyer on top 2-1. Just kind of fighting for inside position. One minute to go here in the second. Meyer tried to shrug him on by, then Beam reached for Meyer's right leg, couldn't get it. Meyer in on the right leg, picks that up at the edge, circling around, but they're off the mat. No takedown. Meyer couldn't finish with 50 seconds to go.
Myers had control of the arm and the ankle as he spun just out of bounds off the mat. Beam survives that takedown attempt. Meyer still leads 2-1.
40 seconds to wrestle in the second. Wrestlers break apart. It's going to be Brian Meyer's choice in the third as we go under 30 seconds. Beam with a brace on the right knee. Taped up right thigh. Final 15 seconds. Again, right in front of our StatelinerSports.com cameras. Meyer got in on the legs as the period ends. It is 2-1 Beam, 2-1 Meyer after 2. Meyer's going to go underneath in the third. Leads by a point as we go to the third. Meyer set hands and knees. Beam right hand tight waist left elbow. Beam going across the neck of Meyer. Meyer on his feet. Trying to get off his hands. Then he sits. Beam breaks him down. Meyer controls the right wrist so he can't lock up anything. 30 seconds gone here in the third. Beam has the right leg in, picking up on the left ankle to flatten out Meyer.
I'm sure the decision for Brian Meyer was to go down was just leading 2-1, but I was thinking he was going to go neutral there. Brian Meyer's been close to a couple takedowns, and he's got the only takedown in this match.
I thought he might too. Meyer stands, tearing at the hands, and he go off the mat with Beam still in control as he picks up Meyer after the whistle and brings him down with 1:10 seconds to go. I mean, Beam had not come close to taking Meyer down, but you know, the mindset is that you got to be able to get out. Beam wants a near leg forearm tilt. Meyer pulls that off his left arm. Beam keeps that right leg in. Cross faces Meyer. 50 seconds to go in the bout. Wants to try and, again, goes across the neck of Meyer. Trying to bar Meyer's left arm. Stopped, potentially dangerous. Yes, potentially dangerous by a referee, Rich Curcio, with 36 seconds to go.
Yeah, the bar went below the elbow.
He will cut Meyer. So Meyer goes up 3-1. Trying to tie up Meyer's wrists. Under 30 seconds to go in the bout. No stalling warnings. 20 seconds to go. Beam can't sweep Meyer's right leg. Tapping at the head of Meyer. Meyer looking for a double. Beam with a front head and arm, trying to set up a cement. Meyer ducks under that. Meyer hanging on to a leg. Still no advantage here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. And Brian Meyer of Phillipsburg will win a 3-1 decision at Queen of Peace says they want 2. They're not going to get it. Brian Meyer, a 3-1 decision at 145 pounds. the State Liners' second titleist on the evening.